Expand your hands maximum. Extend your hands somebody is pulling your hands. No, no, straight. Not if two people are pulling your hands from either side, how it will extend? You apply pressure from the inside, but not with much effort. Now, close your eyes and focus your attention on the side of your ribs. You know the rib structure? Okay. The right side and the left side of the ribs. How it is feeling? Is it feeling the push or the pull of your hands?
Gently.
You can just press and release, press and release. Don't put much effort. So press with your hands inside and extend your hands. Then you can feel the rib cage also is expanding and contracting. Try that. And then lift to the shoulder position. Now visualize the rib cage which you have seen in the figures. Okay, inside which the lungs are there, the liver is there, the heart is there as major organs. Okay, so that rib cage it begins at the top near the shoulder. So raise the shoulder upwards and feel the
It's 16:30.
ribs being pulled upwards.
Mm.
Okay, you can take air and pull it. Take air, focusing on the top portion of the rib column, rib cage. You can lift the shoulder also up and feel the air, feel the rib cage moving, expanding a little bit upwards. Mhm. Then again, a little bit on the left side and the right side at the same time. And then feel the back side of your body.
Mm.
Press it backwards. Press the rib cage backwards. Take air and press it. With the power of the air in the lungs, you press the rib cage backwards under the shoulder bone. Okay. Now similarly, take air and press it on left and right side. Okay. So back side, right left side, then upside, upward. Okay. Now upward the rib cage has expanded along with the muscles. Left and right side of the rib cage has expanded a little bit. Back side is expanded. Now the normal front side, the chest, front chest side. Okay. Now can you step by step expand all this 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, up portion, side portion, back portion, and front portion, and fill the lungs with the full air. With the support of the full air, expand the rib cage, which I am talking as a strategy, so that your attention will go to the lungs. Or you can fold your hands hand and just like that butterfly or birds raise their wings, raise the hand as if raising the hand, okay, as if not like that, Nitya,
Mhm.
like this, you know,
Mm.
like this. Right. Now, did you notice air pushing the ribs upwards? Hmm?
Mhm.
And now doing the same thing, feel the air pushing sideways, both the sides. As you push it with a string attached to the hands. Nitya, look here. See? And synchronize that. And then as the hand raises, the lungs should expand sideways. Next, as the hand raises, the lungs should expand upwards. And as the hand moves front, little bit, taking here in the front portion. Now, do you feel the muscles of all the four sides of the chest?
Three sides.
Yeah.
Do you feel the muscles, Nitya? On all
Yes.
the sides, yeah. That, now I'm just showing you a sample and try it when nobody watches you. All right. Now, uh, now, next is the thing which you have to try. I'm just giving the instruction. Now, gradually, you should be able to expand the rib cage. Actually, rib cage will not have only slight expansion, but it will expand, of course, upward and downward, upward and downward, and it will little bit front and back. By the way, did you feel the rib cage expanding backside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Not the right side. My right side is rigid.
That no, do not make a contribution.
Yeah, sorry.
The right side of the rib did not feel expanding. Eh?
Yeah, it was still. Back was the most expanding. Front also. Left and right had some issue. Left was still okay.
Let you adopt some strategies like, for example, my right side. See, so for example, so I'm
See?
synchronizing it with the hand movements.
Mm.
Only the right side. You can bend the body also. Any change?
Right.
I know it will take some time. Don't worry. Okay. So that way you train that muscles. Okay.
Mm.
Otherwise, it's all very stationary. By the way, once again, did you feel the muscles, some sensation in the muscles on either side of the ribs, on back side of the body?
Yeah.
I
So
felt a small
Yeah.
vibration kind of thing.
it's a good beginning. That's a good beginning. Now, once you practice this, what you have to do is take lungs full of air. Okay, that means when the lungs full of air, meaning the chest front, the chest back, and the chest sideways will be full. As much. And then keep it like that by applying the physical force. Or that is a different orbit. But right now, as a sample, you take full air, keeping the hands like this, and you can pull in strokes of air, like and maximum, okay, and release it comfortably, and keep the legs in that position, okay. Now allow the stomach to breathe. Legs are not moving. I mean, the chest is not moving. The chest is in the same position with a force applied. Okay, there will be a little bit of a reduction, but as much as possible, we keep it like that because the lungs should not be allowed to move because it is filled with air and you are holding the rib cage constantly. Then leave it. Then automatically the stomach will take charge of respiration. Did you feel that?
Mm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
stomach has automatically started the movements, right?
Mm.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now what the stomach is doing is, abdomen is doing is pushing down the lungs, like pulling down. Okay. Now that is the original respiration. That means original respiration should be by the expansion and contraction of the abdominal muscles only. And you practice this sitting down straight or lying down straight in the beginning. Then just don't allow the normal chest to breathe. keep it stationary. Then automatically the abdomen will take care of respiration, and that is the like Upavasa. You try to identify that which is asking for food, then you will find that which is actually powering the movement of the limbs. Okay? That original source, which is almost in the center point of the abdomen. Okay? Your abdomen is a roundish mass, the center point of that ball. From there, you will feel the pull, and gradually it will go down further, and you will see that the origin of that respiration movement is just in between the anus point and the beginning of the genital area. Okay, from there is the pulse coming, and keep it like that for some time, and leave it. The creature will not talk to you any language. What happens to it? So now you are gaining what? One, control on your uh, respiration by your attention. Okay. Two, your attention is spreading across the territories of the creature. Hmm. And gradually, as the final step, your attention will feel one with the air that is contained, that is inside the lens. Okay. Of course, it is circulated, but there is always air in that. Okay, it is never completely empty, like a vacuum. Like you with a vacuum pump, if you push the entire lens outside, instantly you will die, and the lens will come to its completely contorted state. Now, always there is an air. That air, though it is getting circulated, the airness of the air is invariant. Okay. So by contacting that center point of the lens, which is little difficult, we can travel with that air through the top portion of the nose and go out into the outside world through the nostrils. And rather you just gently try for that. Do not force. And that air is going into every other entity in the world. The same air. Nothing else is like that. The water you drank is absorbed by the body and it goes out through the kidney and things like that. Okay? The food also is like that. But only the air. That is the beauty of air. That's why air is so critical. Let's say otherwise, as in the popular knowledge, let's say pranayama is important. But this is the real way to use the air. Forget the word pranayama, etc., etc. You are taking advantage of the airflow. But the airflow is the ingredient by which the body's vital principle is sustained. When that infant first came out of the other body, the first shock. In that first forced inhalation, they are got it. And so finally, when it goes, okay, that will be the last exhalation. That's a different issue. Coming back, so through that first inhalation, the air, the great element air has got into the prapancham of this body. And that airflow only is maintaining the what you call every process in the body, actually speaking, the ingredient is driving engine. So that part of air which is remaining in the constantly remaining inside the lungs, like the river is flowing, you create a small dip with your legs in the soil of the river, right? Right.
Mm.
But the river is flowing, going through the hole also, going through the dip also. Okay, or going the dip and going out. But the water is identical everywhere. So that air held in the held more or less so constantly inside the lungs takes the road. That is called so-called prana. Whatever be the name. So there's an air inside that. And as the first stroke of air enters the body, the physiological processes which are ready by that time, which contains its own forces, electrical energy forces. Okay. Yeah. Because there is the what you call digestion process to happen, blood circulation process to happen, elimination processes to happen. Okay, and the nutrients are to be circulated everywhere. All this were happening till that time artificially, like what you call dialysis, through the blood flow and nutrient flow of the placenta, through the placenta or the umbilical cord from the mother body. It is there. It is nothing but the mother body, just separated but connected by the tube. Okay, and when it comes out, takes that first stroke of air, which is called the pranan, named pranan. And as soon as it enters, like uh, the dog catches a thrown piece of bread, instantly four other force fields of the body clutches onto that. So it enters, the forward clutches onto that. If it does not happen, of course, infant will have problem and it may artificially sustained, I don't know. So these four force fields, each one of them has its own functions. They are all electrical fields. One has the function of elimination. Okay, elimination of the so-called residuals of the physiological process, like urine and feces and all that. Okay, that happens not because the system is physically filled and forced. No, it is by that force field only to eliminate. Then
Kickstart.
that wire has a name, that force field has a name. What we don't want to talk about the name. Then there is another force field by which the blood is uh, sort of pressured to travel through the entire districts and panchayats and villages of the entire body. Okay. Because of the force field only, the blood flows through the microscopic capillaries. Not at all because the heart is pumping. Like the Western mechanical mind is saying, not even heart, a 50 horsepower motor cannot pump such a colloidal liquid through such minute capillaries, reaching till the inside of the cornea of the eye. So that blood is sort of pressurized, it is kept in a kind of a pulsative pressure by another force field. That air is named by the great mystics. So the first one is called Udana, that means going out. This is called the Vyana valve, that means which is spreading. Okay. Then various glands are functioning, heart is functioning, lungs are functioning, many other engines are to work. That's why another one force field called Samana. So Pranan, Vyanan, Samanan, Udanan, and Avanan, Samanan, Udanan, Vyanan, and Prana. So what have we the name? This is the Prabanjam. These are the corresponding to the five elements that run the Prabanjam universe outside or the body inside. These are also powered by such elemental forces. So when you do this so-called yoga, I mean, of the prana, which is called pranayama, yoga abhyasa of the prana, respiration is called pranayama. Yoga abhyasa of the body and various perceptions of it. So by doing this, actually your attention is really working on that fundamental invariant process deciding of the future. Get the point? So you applied forces on limbs and you kept it in what you call expanded position and you kept it constant. That's the only way that the other one will take care. So artificially you have inducted the central force so that that four things which is holding on to the prana. Yeah. So moving around that cycle, seriously, you get the balance on the four vayus and eventually the prana vayu. So when you get control over the prana vayu, that vayu which is that huge ocean of vayu, which is just entering into the hole of the lungs and going. So along with that, we will also be able to go and touch the leaves and the plants and the birds and the skies and the mountains. Etc. Just like that. Got it?
So the